Good morning, everybody. I saw Irving, hi Irving, you haven't missed a single stream, saying that it feels like forever since last show, but the reality is that several things have occurred. So true. What do you think, Mado? Does it feel like it's been forever since the last show?
Yeah, it's just the way that time moves in crypto. It's 1 week, it was 1 month essentially. There's so many things that happen, and I mean we've also had like a couple of updates since the last time too. Like I was looking at the notes, and there were like 3 or 4 patches since the last week. So it's like it feels like there's a lot that's happened since the last time we did a stream. So
So true, so true. Yeah, Mohammed Hussein agrees. And I see Nat BMT, Urban Twitching, Choco Alien all here. Hello, everyone. I think first we should remind everyone we're going to do a mana giveaway to start the stream shortly. So if you haven't already, I see a few of you have, well done. Do ! mana in our Twitch chat to be entered into the giveaway. We can give them a minute to do that while we go through news. Don't you think, Mada?
yeah, that sounds good.
Sweet. Let's get to it then. Some announcements. What's been going on? As Irving said, so much has happened. First of all, Guild Wars. Forgotten Runiverse Guild Wars is our latest update. If you haven't heard, it brought guilds, it brought PvP, it has more of our Pixels partnership, we have new lore from the Forgotten Runes Wizards cults, and so many quality of life improvements, including the new map, better quest tracking, improvements to dungeons, 2 new wild areas, an item infusion rework, the temple sacrifice rework. If you like your update on a game info in video form, I recommend checking out our Runiverse Direct. For a broad overview, you can do !direct to pull up that link in Twitch chat. Or if you prefer your notes in written form, you can do !update to pull up the update notes, and it has way more detail and some specific charts of how spells were adjusted, some balancing changes that went through. You can get your numbers there. So, !update. One thing I do want to highlight is a post that went live yesterday. We posted this article with full details about our PvP tournament. First thing you'll notice going by right there is we've changed the end date of our qualifier round for the PvP tournament. It is now July 15th. Basically, update went live and we made a lot of changes. We got a lot of feedback, and a bunch of you suggested that it would be the most fair if we were to extend the qualifier round for this tournament by a week so everyone could get used to the new meta, and we completely agreed. So we have extended it by a week, and we also have more details in this article about how we're going to be streaming the tournament for the finals, how your Pixel prize will be distributed. All of that is in here, and if you want to read it, do !PVP, !PVP. We will be streaming on the Otherworldly show. Basically, we're going to work with the winners, the top 8 guilds. That's important, not individual ranks, but guild ranks on the global leaderboards. The top 8 will be competing, and we'll work with you guys to figure out what time is convenient in your time zones to compete. We'll record then, and then bring the pre-recorded content here to see for the first time and live react with you all. I'm looking forward to that. Should be really fun. This is basically the tournament structure. So you can pause, look back, and check it all out, or just do !PVP. Now, let's get to all the changes that have been going on, Mado. Take it away.
Yeah, so I mentioned before that there were a couple of patches since the last time we did our show. I'm not gonna go over every single change, but I'll kind of go over like some of the highlights, I guess. So first up, we have improved map performance and speed improvements. So as many of you are aware, with this new update for Guild Wars, there's a new and improved map. With that map, there's a couple, it's new, so there are a couple of bugs that had to be kind of tested out in live before the developers caught them. And now they've kind of made improvements. They're going to be continuously improving on it, so we can expect to see more performance increases on those. And that end, we rebalance the mana offering for sacrifices. So one feedback that we got was that after the Guild Wars change and some of the rebalances, it was still a bit hard to get mana for some of the sacrifices from the temple. So we adjusted the numbers so a lot of gear and equipment is giving double the amount that they were previously. We added leadership board that's now sorted by level. Before it was sorted by prestige, I believe, and so like it was a bit confusing, but level is a bit easier for people to understand. We have increased the PvP town's acceptance window. So especially if you had multiple players, having everybody accept was, sometimes would tire out before everybody was able to. So we increased that window, so it's easier for people to join. We adjusted the balance over it for monsters, so that way they scaled some of the PvP changes that we did. Another feedback that we got were monsters were kind of getting eliminated immediately. And so we adjusted them so that way they provide more of a challenge. That being said, we also adjusted certain dungeons, like the Hollow Tree dungeon. That dungeon specific was altered so that way to be easier for new players to solo, since it's the first dungeon that players get to. So if players are having a hard time trying to find a party, it's easier for them to solo. They may need to grind a little bit, but they'll be able to get through it. We also have we've noticed issues regarding the energy system. We've made some changes regarding balance of the energy system. And there's also some kinks from the energy system as well that the devs are still kind of working through. We know that we've seen some mention of people's houses still not giving them their rest bonus. The devs are still looking into that. They're having a hard time replicating at their end, but they're still looking for a fix and they're hoping that they can fix it soon. Let's see. And we also, with that adjustment for the energy system, we also made houses have a larger impact on your rest. We want to reach an ideal state where housing and boost potions kind of together should ideally get you in a state where you are almost having continuous uninterrupted gameplay based off of the boost that you're getting from your rest. So to look forward to that, we're kind of balancing numbers and look into how we can resolve that. There's a patch that's going to be coming later that's going to give boost potions some rest bonuses as well. So we can look forward to that. Combining with a house, it should be able to make it so that players who are actual dedicated players and who aren't bots, right? Because they're actually playing for house with boost potions, they'll be able to kind of mitigate a lot of those penalties from having lower rest. We also, with the overall balance changes, we have a dev note from Tinello, actually, one of our designers, who kind of went over some of the balance changes that we did and why we did some of the balance changes. You can see a full note in our Discord about that, but essentially the idea was they're balanced for PvP, and with that PvP balance, they wanted to overhaul things a bit so that way it's built in more geared towards specific roles. And so that way they can avoid kind of having a jack of all trades roles, right? The idea was, when you're making a PvP team, everybody should have a dedicated kind of role that they're fulfilling rather than kind of being, some jack of all trades that's able to do everything in your party. That's all for the previous updates. I have some notes from Bruce about upcoming features for an update that's planned soon. And we have we have the rest coming to boost potions, like I mentioned before. We have a guild contribution tab, so that way it's easier for people to see the leaderboards of how many people are contributing to the guild. We've seen that that's been a very requested feature, and we agree. People want to see how much the individual members of the guild are contributing, so we know who's actually putting in the work for their guilds. We have increasing the bonuses of your guild, increasing the bonuses for leveling up your guild. So higher levels of your guild will actually be able to give you more, higher limits for how many members you can have and how many plots you can attach to your guild. So we're expanding kind of like for those higher tier guilds, we're giving you more power to those higher tier guilds. Of course, we're having some PvP rebalances. That's going to be an ongoing thing, especially with how new PvP is. We're gathering data from how players are going through PvP and seeing what tweaks needs to be done. We're going to be updating their UI for equipment, so it shows the affixed tier the tier of the affixes next to the item. There's some confusion with some items. Their affixes don't have tier numbers next to them, but they actually are increased. Oh yeah, Helen's showing on the screen right now, showing a preview, a mock-up of how it looks like. So if you see here, there's like a little tier icon on the bottom right of the affix, and that shows you the tier for specifically for affixes that don't have a number associated with them. So there may be an affix that it's technically level 3, but it doesn't have a number on it, and so it confuses some players who assume that it's just like, like a level 1 affix. But we are adding that so it's more clear. And then of course there's a lot of bugs that the devs are looking into fixing, and we're hopefully getting that rolled out with the next update. Some of the bugs that were included are the gathering station freeze bug. We've collected a lot of data from that, and hopefully we have a fix for that. And also the household rest bug. We're hoping that we can fix that as well. We've had a lot of people giving us data on that. Even though we're unable to replicate it, we're seeing if we can resolve that for players. That's all for the updates for right now. There's tons that I didn't go over, even though it was a long update section. Check our Discord because we're constantly updating. The devs are constantly looking at your feedback and constantly making changes. They're working around the clock to make sure the game is improving all the time for you. You can use !Discord to check our Discord and look at the game announcements channel if you want to check out all the news.
I saw some questions come up in chat. First of all, I saw that Hern TV was really excited about the guild contribution priority, and one Fillet had a heart, so that seems like a good sign. Glad you guys are excited. Mohammed was wondering about more improvements to bulk sacrifice. Now, I know that we're prioritizing guilds first, but do you know, Mado, if we've talked more about bulk sacrificing?
I have not. I know internally we've brought it up a few. I'll inquire where we are right now in terms of how that's going, how that feature is going. I know that it's been discussed internally, but I just don't know where we are right now for that.
There are lots of things, lots of triaging going on.
Yeah, yep. That's the lovely world of Early Access. There's a lot of improvements that we're going to be having, and there's tons of updates to come.
Yeah, but that's a good check, Mohammed.
Speaking of updates, yeah. Speaking of updates, we also have a little bit of a sneak peek. We've been having a lot of requests from players about more ways to earn pixels. As we've said before, there are going to be multiple events for earning pixels. The events that are currently going on aren't the only ways to earn pixels, and we're constantly looking for new ways to distribute pixels to our players. So, one of those new ways is we're going to have a referral system that we're adding. And it's just going to be an event. It's not going to be like an actual ongoing referral system. There's just going to be an event period where where players can refer friends, and based off of how much their friends play. So doing actions such as completing key milestone quests, doing dungeons, minting items, crafting gear, joining guilds, doing PvP. Kind of the more your friends play, we're looking for quality more than quantity of players joining. So the more your friends play, the higher points you'll get, and those points go towards getting pixels rewards. We'll have more details on that and kind of an update, a more detailed post, but that's just going to give you a little sneak peek. We know that people have been asking for ways to earn pixels outside of the raffle event and outside of the PvP tournament. And so this is one of the ways. This isn't the last way. There's going to be other events that we have to earn pixels, but that's just, what you have to look forward to very soon. And that's all that I have right now for the updates.
Delightful. Mado, what a lot to get through. Do you need a drink of water? Do you need a moment before we run our giveaway here?
I should have gotten a water, but I would have to get up and get some water, so I'll save that for after the stream.
Everyone, have a drink of water for Mado, please. I think for VTubers that works if the humans will drink for you. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Giveaway time. Mado, would you like to do the countdown for our first giveaway?
Of course. All right, everybody, get those manas in. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, mana.
The winner is Andy with 4 Ys, lol. Andy, lol, congratulations. Please message the Twitch channel you're watching right now to let us know either your wallet address or your email address attached to your account. We'll send you your prize.
For a moment, so you said Andy with four wives instead of 4 Ys. I was like, wait a second, what?
Wait, did I say I or Y?
No, I thought you said wives. Like he has 4 wives.
Oh, 4 wives? I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum, okay? And however you live your life with your wives and your wives, happy for you. Let us know how we can send you your 3,000 mana. Oh, her and TV confirming 4 wives, excellent. I also saw Meeple Dad and Chuck Fresco in chat. Hi guys, and hello Bitter Pill, Chrysilda, and me Lone Musk 10. Your name makes me laugh every time. Okay, Mado, you want to tell the fine people what our gameplay plan is for today?
Yeah, sure. I think today, I was gonna go through some of the tutorial quests and then some of the quests right immediately after. So last time we actually went to the new tutorial. I actually didn't get to finish it on this character. We're like halfway through right now. So I'm just gonna go through this half of it, and then I'm gonna go through some of the starting quests. In the one of the starting quests, we actually have Red Friend, very lovely cult favorite. And I actually wanted to go through that Red Friend quest so that way you can show everybody.
Yeah, very much, right? Okay, I'm gonna continue with the gathering tree right where we left off last time, you guys. So we're gonna go, we know and love this quest, we're helping the Green Hats, and I am going to speed run it on Potion Drinker here, the fine wizard we made last week. There are some slight changes, especially since I'm likely to run into Bread Friend on my way.
Yeah, if you do the Red Friend quest instead, then you can go ahead and just run through that.
Yeah, we can catch up. Here we go, talking about journals. And next you're gonna have to send Andy 3,000 wives. Meeple Dad gets it. Yep. Hey, with virtual reality, anything is possible. It's a brave new world.
He can have AI wives. They can all talk to each other too.
Limitless potential. It's Chobbits in real life. Okay, we're encountering Bread Friend now. We have this fine man by the gate saying, "Good day, wizard. I know you're tending to important business for Serana, but I could really use your help. Travelers coming and going through my gate have reported a Bread Friend playing practical jokes on them. Could you deal with it? The creature has been increasingly bold in its clowning, and I worry it might result in someone getting hurt." Wow, that guy's committed to his job. What a good person.
Bread Friend is quite the prankster.
This is true. Oh, what's this? Hiding in a bush by a rat. You big-nosed, you fat buffoon. Bet you can't catch this tasty snack. Wow, challenge accepted. I wonder if the location of our flowers in the early quest have moved, because I'm used to picking up one at the bottom of the valley here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have.
Bruce and Tanillo are keeping us on our toes. Wow, I forgot how hard.
There are a lot of changes. Yeah, there were a lot of changes to like the first quest because one feedback that we got was that some of the first quests were kind of confusing for players. Like collecting all the flowers felt like it was confusing for some players who didn't realize that like how many flowers they had to collect or that which NPC they had to go back to. So these new quests are meant to be a bit more streamlined to get you straight into the game and kind of like, you know, understand the flow of how quests work a bit better.
See, Chuck Fresco is confirming they did change the location of flowers, and now Chuck Fresco needs to change the beginner guide that he did. Oh no. And her and I agree, they were pretty tough to find in the beginning. Oh, here we go. Oh no, a dead bread friend. It's a feast, a treat for a mean, lean rat. How's it going on your side, Mado?
I just finished the part of the tutorial where you are supposed to die to the cockshers.
Confirmed, supposed to die. I have to admit, that part freaked me out at first. I was like, I swear I'm a good gamer.
Yeah, I love it when RPGs actually do that. I'm glad that we actually added that trope. Like, I remember the first time that I experienced that was Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. And, like, I remember as a kid, I was a bit angry that, like, the first fight you have with Bowser is, like, Bowser just completely wipes the floor with you. And so it's like, oh, okay. But, like, it's supposed to be that way. So that way it's supposed to be, like, you get stronger. And you get to see how stronger you get later. Yeah, you get to feel that power because you feel powerless at the beginning. But then you get that power later through. So it's a good feeling.
Yeah, so true. You feel yourself getting stronger. Oh, Bread Friend's happy I beat the rat attack. Darn you, wizard. I will retreat for now, but my revenge will be colossal. Just kidding. He's really mad that I beat the rat attack.
This is it.
It needs to get toasted, says Saint Zoo. Oh, here we go. Are you a toasted bread person or like a fresh fluffy bread person, Mado?
I think I prefer toasted bread. It definitely depends on the type of bread, right? I think that there's certain breads that they definitely taste better, just kind of like fresh and fluffy. Like if you ever had shokupan, which is like the Japanese milk bread. There's also other. I'm sure at Korea they have a version of it as well. That's like really fluffy, really airy bread.
Yeah.
It tastes really good. It's really great. That bread I definitely would prefer fresh rather than toasted. But something like maybe like a sourdough bread tastes pretty good toasted. Like of course bagels taste good toasted. It's depends definitely on what it is.
I see that Meeple is team hot and fresh right out of the oven. Nice. Chuck Fresco, toast all the way. Okay, divided. Sour Zoo is gonna break the tie here. Sourdough fresh from the oven. Okay, I like that. I've come upon, oh, I got attacked by a rat. I fell into Bread Friend's trap again, so I see, Mado, that you are near, so I can wait for you to join me. I just got to your screen and got so confused because we're in the same outfit.
We're twinning.
We are twinning.
Meatball Dad said the only reason people like pizza is because it's basically the only time people get fresh bread. That's interesting. It is very good to have pizza piping hot from the oven. At the same time, I do prefer my pizza like over and baked, so that way it's like very crispy and has like brown crust that's like bubbly. So,
I mean, that's genuinely insightful. I think Meeple's onto something.
Me too.
Okay, I am ready to approach the Bread Friend. Let's see what he has to say. I have been discovered. Oh no. My grand plan of trickery and... All right. I was just... Okay, guys, can you tell me I have my glasses on today? Hang on, I got this. I was just trying to draw the guard's attention. He reminds me of a brown hat friend I lost after the quantum shadow expanded. Would you mind giving him this present? Perhaps with it we can become friends. So cute. So cute. Okay. Enough of that. Back on our mission. I have been getting caught by so many rats. How's it going on your side, Mado?
Right now, I am right next to Rufus, this NPC. I think I just saw you, didn't I? Oh no, I'm just looking at you. I'm looking at the screen to me right now. But yeah, Rufus, this NPC. One thing that I noticed as well that we did, I don't think we covered it. I don't even know if I put in the pack notes either. But one other update that we had for Guild Wars was NPCs now have their names over their heads. So like another issue that people were pointing out was, I know the quest log would say, go to Rufus to do XYZ, right? And then people are like, who the hell is that, right? And so now it has the NPCs actually have their names above their heads, so it's a lot easier to understand who's who.
True. And we have Hearn TV saying Rufus is such a great name. And laughing at who the hell is that? Okay, I laughed quietly to myself too. I'm glad it wasn't just me, Hearn. Something about the Madotsuki voice saying hell was really funny.
What's funny, whenever I hear the name Rufus, the first line is that naked bull rat from Kim Possible, if you remember.
Of course, I remember.
Yeah, that little guy. That's who I always remember for the name Rufus.
Speaking of naked animals, I want a hairless cat very badly, everybody. Make it known. If I ever get a hairless cat, like a naked mole rat,
Oh, I
will be
love
so
those. Those are cute, but they're also very high maintenance. Like you actually have to like bathe them because they because they don't have fur, and so like they get really oily, so you have to like clean off the oil from them like every week.
I will bathe it. I will moisturize its skin with coconut oil. I will put it in little sweaters.
So true. You can take a bath with it every week.
Just me and my cat. Oh, Brendan Twitchin's saying they have naked mole rats at the zoo here. So fun to watch. Amazing.
Naked mole rats are cute. You know, I have to give props to Kim Possible. I didn't know naked mole rats were a thing until Kim Possible, so thank you so much. It was even like a song for it. I was like, what is that freaky thing? Looking at a picture of a naked mole rat.
Sing it, Madotsuki. Oh, great question here. Visual City 2 is wondering, is XP token Forgotten Runiverse's native token or just another partner token? While we gather flowers, would you like to answer, Mado?
Sure. So Forgotten Runiverse. So the XP token, it's not a partner token, but it's also not being issued by us. It's being issued by the Arcane Foundation. It's our native token that's being distributed in partnership with the Arcane Foundation. So the XP token is going to have usage outside of the Forgotten Runiverse game, and the broader Forgotten Ruins ecosystem. We don't have complete control over the token itself, but it's going to play a core role in our ecosystem. So you can expect it to have different mechanics from how the Pixels is working in our partnership token, and definitely we'll be able to have more control over how we distribute it. But yeah, so it's not a partnership token, but it's still in partnership with the Arcane Foundation, if that makes sense. Not inherently distributed by us, but we'll have more control over how it's used in our game.
Great answer. I also see Usurper in chat, and I just want to say, Usurper, I saw your video doing a tutorial on the Bread Friend quest. You guys, check out Usurper's video. It was grand to see a Bread Friend tutorial. Well done. Welcome to today's stream. What quarter is XP releasing? Oh, it's on our, I can't remember where it is on our roadmap. We're starting with partner tokens. Oh, do you know, Mado?
Yeah, I think we don't have a quarter for just yet. Yeah, we don't have a quarter for when it's being released yet, but it's definitely our roadmap for when it is actually going to be given up. But
right. Oh, I'm trying to put something out for the game Love Runiverse. We love you, Usurper. Thank you so much. And visual.
I think that ties back to. Oh, sorry. I was just going to confirm that it ties back to like before in regards to like it's. We are not giving it out. It's Arcane Foundation, so it's kind of like Arcane Foundation will decide when it's actually going to be released. So we don't have an actual roadmap for when it comes out because we can't control when Axie's launches.
Right. Visual City 2 is asking a great question. Arcane Foundation, who's the team behind it? It's a few of us. So you're right. Like in terms of where we are in the foundation, we're part of this group, but there are a few people involved, including Magic Machine. So it's not just by Sonic, you know?
Yeah.
Passing the dead bread friend makes me chortle. Exclamation mark Mana, you are all so right. Shall we do another prize, Mado?
Sure, we can do another prize. Well, I actually have one question that I want to answer really quick.
For sure.
Somebody asked, we have Backstab123. He asked, is there no new event on this month other than PvP? Earlier in the show, actually went over that we're gonna have another Pixels claim event. It's gonna be a referral-based event. So we'll have more news on that coming soon. But yes, we do have more events outside from the PvP, and you can look forward to them and more information.
Certainly. Okay, would you like to do our countdown?
Yep. With that being said, let's do another mana giveaway. So get those exclamation mark mana in, and we have 5, 4, 3, 2, mana.
The winner is, Visual City 2, who was asking about Arcane Foundation. That's awesome. Yay,
Congrats.
Visual City 2. Please, I have an icon for this. There you go. Let us know either your wallet address or email address attached to your Forgotten Runiverse account, and we will send you 3,000 mana directly to that account. And I see your question asking about the Pixel event. After PvP Pixel event, what's next? Will there be a new reward pool? Okay, we just went over this at the top of the stream. So we have more Pixel claim opportunities coming. One of them is a referral system. We're going to have a post with more details about that. It's at the top of the stream, which we'll have on YouTube at the end. Mado teases it a bit, but there's going to be an official post coming. In brief, you're going to be able to earn Pixel from people you refer to the game advancing in Forgotten Runiverse. Okay, we're going to have one more giveaway of mana in the stream, by the way, folks, so you can still do your exclamation mark manas and get ready. Congratulations, Visual City. All right, I'm making my green hat, Mado.
We have MVP Steve, who came in and said this is his first Otherworldly show. Hi, Steve. How's it going?
Steve, le poisson Steve.
He was funny.
Do you know that?
He got confused about my voice changer, and he was referring to me as a girl, which is really funny. Just so everybody knows, I am using AI voice changer, so just keeping that in mind.
We're letting the people know that there's are you going to give anything away about your human form, Mado? Are we going to keep the illusion?
I am a witch in real life.
There it is, yeah. Yes, welcome, Steve. Steve, do people sing Le Poisson Steve to you a lot? And is this a meme everyone knows? Please tell me there's someone else out there who knows it, because I love that song. Il a des bras et des jambes. It's so cute. Mado, tell me you know that.
I do not. You sang it pretty well.
Okay, well, thank you. Merci. Oh, Usurper's asking if we've met in person. We have. I have met the real...
Yes.
Oh, we have the conclusion of the bread friend quest here. What's that? The bread friend was doing all that to try and get me to meet him? Because I reminded him of a brown hat who was gone. That's so touching. And he had a gift for me. Wow. You know what? Let's open it together. You deserve to know what's inside. It's a recipe, I'm guessing from his friend that passed away. You should keep it. I'm no wizard, and I'm sure it will be helpful in your journey, or your endeavors. If it were journey, it would have been written by ChatGPT, obviously.
Oh, ChatGPT loves that.
Loves a journey, loves a symphony, loves a...
realm. In the realm of wherever XYZ.
Loves a realm. Back I go to the wizards. Oh, whereabouts are you?
Oh, I just disconnected actually. I'm getting back in the game.
Oh.
But yeah, Usurper asked if we met in real life, and yeah, we actually met at ETH Denver before the game went live. It was actually pretty fun, even though Helen is in Canada and I'm in the US, so it's like there's not that many opportunities for us to meet, but we got to meet together at Denver. Very fun. We even had a party that we went to. We have some pictures, so we'll probably show some later in the stream. Not of us, but we have some pictures of the party. But yeah, it was a really fun time. I got to meet Helen. I got to meet some of the other marketing team as well as the rest of Bisonic. So fun times. Anybody who was at ETH Denver, I'm sure that you've met us as well in person if you're lucky enough to be there.
Maybe you didn't even know it was Mado Tsuki you were talking to. That's fun,
true.
having a
You may not
double
even known.
You're like Bruce Wayne. So
I am.
cool.
Except Bruce Wayne doesn't really eat mushrooms as far as I'm concerned.
No, but every superhero needs their thing, and that's yours, obviously. You've cornered the market on that, as Nalgene would say.
Yep.
Okay, here's our bread friend. Okay, you gave him the gift, and he liked it. He's my friend now. Please, it's so cute. We did it. We completed the bread friend. Okay, now let's go help those wizards.
We have a question from It's Me, Mike Young. He asked, can you create perks for additional attributes for cosmetics? That would create much more diversity in the game. I've seen that suggestion a lot. I think right now we want to keep cosmetics to just being cosmetics. I think that's kind of standard for how it is in other games as well. They make your character look great. You can mix and match them. We have different cosmetic sets that we're constantly going to be adding to the game. But cosmetics are meant to be more just kind of like stylizing your items rather than, giving you any kind of stats. That being said, I mean, like, we're always open to, like, perhaps changes in the future. But I think right now the plans are to just keep cosmetics as cosmetics. Keep your gear getting, your gear being the primary way that you get stats and bonuses.
Yeah, great question. Glad you caught that, Mado. I think we can team up because, if I'm not mistaken, we're both ready to fight these poor creatures.
Yeah.
I await you at the circle.
Let me see. I have the gathering tree right now. I just went up to fight some monsters on the top.
Hey, cute cow.
Oh no! I bumped into a wolf by accident. I looked at the stream for just a moment and the wolf ambushed me.
It happens to the best of us. Oh, Usurper wants to know when Brown Wizards will release. Usurper, I don't have a date for you, but I can tell you I've seen concepts. So I know the dev team's working on it, and I'm excited. I will be sharing those concepts as soon as I can, I swear.
You're gonna have to wait for the quantum shadow to recede a little bit more.
That's right. That pesky shadow. Hey, twin. Look at us, twinning.
Go on, I have twinning up. Hey, I think, which part of this quest am I at? Let me look at my handy dandy journal. Gathering tree. Oh, I have to go to the forge and equip the flower hat. Did you do that yet?
I did. I'm so speedy. It's okay, we can teleport back.
You're
I can
so
share my
speedy.
location.
Yeah.
I'll be back
this
when
is
I'm ready.
Yeah, this is part of the new quest log, so as you can see, this is step 1 of the quest.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
before it was a bit opaque figuring out which part of the quest you were or what completed and such. So now it's a bit easier. So I didn't know I could kind of doing this while I was going to stream, so kind of like, halfway paying attention. And so I kind of lost track of where I was in quest, so I can easily go to my journal and see, okay, I did that part, and now I'm up to the looking cute portion, which is not the flower hat. So, let's do that.
Amazing. And I see, Usurper, you made one of my favorite typed emojis, the _dash face. I'm sorry that was the reaction to where we are with brown hats, but that quantum shadow will be pushed back, I swear to you. Waiting for the thorn to reveal. Darn quantum shadow. Yes, definitely. Well, that's where our houses are. Oh no, we're in the Fae, not the Thorn. I almost bought the Thorn.
We're in the Fae. Yeah.
Love the Fae.
Houses, yeah, but there are houses in the Thorn Forest. So, like, the Thorn is in the game, just not, like, revealed as, like, a walkable area. But, you can definitely see some places in the Thorn if you were to look for some plots.
Oh, certainly. Oh, I think you have to go past that. Yeah. After getting so familiar with the old Hedge Wizard encampment, familiarizing myself with the new one has been a journey. Hey, listen to me, I'm ChatGPT.
Good thing we have the arrow that's pointing me to the direction, so even though I was a bit lost, I figured it out.
Quite so. Do you think of Team Rocket when you wear this skin?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Right?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the team actually just took that as inspiration when making it, which is pretty fun.
I'm very into it. Runiverse rocket blasting off again. Usurper.
Okay, now I have to go back to the gathering tree.
I'm ready. Would you like me to share my location? Make it super easy?
That's true. Send me your location.
All right, all right. We friends? We should be.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's the friend that is account bound, not bound.
Perfection. And Mado, teleport.
Teleporting right now.
Whee.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, we should squat up. Whoa there.
Okay,
Whoa there, wizard.
we. Alright. Add me to a party. There we go.
Let's
Alright,
fight.
now let's do this. And there's Rufus to the right of us. Hey, Rufus.
It is Rufus.
You can just start to feel a dawning of green magic when two fair woodland creatures spring out from the south and surround you. Uh-oh.
Roar.
Oh, he has glasses. I love that he has glasses.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. It's one styling bird. Oh, you're right. We should probably be tackling the bird first. Rookie moves, Helen. Oh yeah, I see you guys talking about the 250k Mega Mana giveaway. It was a juicy giveaway. It was the giveaway of our Runiverse Direct. Oh, we have to fight twice, so we both get the quest completion. Wow, look at us twinning.
Wow, we destroyed that bird.
Yeah, no
I think we
match.
leveled up I think we leveled up in the last fight, so we got a bit powerful.
I'd say so. Plus we're twins, so inherent power. Friend Reeve, hello, GM. That's how it's done. I guess now we have the next bred friend to go and take care of. Oh wait, first the bear.
First the bear, yeah.
Whatever is affecting the
Whatever
animals.
respecting animals.
Go for it.
Whatever is affecting the animals is resisting us, and we must deal with it first. I like how we twinned even when we were speaking. If my intuition is right, the source of this darkness must be south of here, close to where the animals came from. I'm sorry to lay this burden on you, but please investigate while we help the animals here.
It's okay.
Now they're all knocked out.
I'm totally happy to help, so. Exclamation mark?
Now we have to find the source of the curse, and I have this handy-dandy arrow that now points me to where I have to go if I'm a new player, so that way I don't get lost in figuring out what I do next.
Quite
I'm making
so.
my mount so it's faster. A new player will not have a mount, but just for making this fast, then it go on one.
Cool, I like it. You scout on ahead with you and your cow. Come to think of it, it's a very fast cow.
Well, no, like I am the spider bat.
Oh, now we have twin bats. Ah. Got him. Done.
I like the faces on the bats for these.
It's true. Are those eyes, ears, or three noses?
He's a bat of mystery.
It's true. It's certainly a monster, shall we say.
Oh, I found him.
Yay! We'll help you, dearest bear. And then, I dare say, after we save this bear from the quantum shadow, consuming him, poor bear, we can get into our deep dive, Mado, for the day. It's about that time.
Yeah. And he's gone.
He's gone.
So I think this version of the beginner's quest is a lot faster to go through. I mean, I wouldn't on my cow mount, but just in terms of like the placement of where everything is, even getting to the gathering tree itself is a lot faster than before. You had kind of like long dirt road to get to it, and we saw a lot of players that were kind of missed on the way over there. So hopefully this makes it a lot easier for new players that are coming in. Beat the bear, and we have you spot a rune of Mars, stone, a symbol of aggression in battle. The power emanating from it seems to defy the magic color spectrum. Let's break the rule. Imagine I just walk away. I'm not gonna turn up the game. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah, whatever. I'm team dark magic.
And then we return, and we complete the quest.
Woohoo! The green witches will be so pleased. Pardon me, wizards. Well, I guess it could be witches.
Even though you dealt with the source, a lingering darkness still infects these poor creatures. We must complete the ritual to dispel what's left of the curse. Touch the stone circle and let the green magic flow through you. We'll be right behind. As the ritual begins, you feel an intense presence of a green flame drawing near, filling you with life and infusing the stones of the tree. Then you feel something give way, being lifted from your shoulders and from the air around, and it is clear that the curse is gone. Yay!
Hooray! Happy ending!
Yippee!
Glowing circle!
Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy now.
did
Now
it.
we gotta report back to Serena.
Well, I'd say that's a beautiful note to end on. We love the green hats. So
I
kind.
think so too.
Oh, Magus, Devon, your hand went through your face there. A little bit of magic, I think. Whoa.
Ooh.
Gotta watch for those hands.
Like-
I guess let's make sure everyone knows where to go for their mana, !mana in Twitch chat, while we go through our last segment here, and then we'll run our last mana giveaway. Today, Mado has...
Yeah.
You take it away. This is Mado's moment for Bread Friend.
So for this section, we went through the Bread Friend quest earlier today. Realized that there's many people who don't recognize Bread Friend or the lore behind him. This is part of our initiative to we're adding more of the Forgotten Ruins lore into the game. Obviously because we're early access, right? Like the first release is more for gameplay mechanic releases, right? And we're gonna be adding more stuff from Forgotten Ruins ecosystem in general to the game, so that way it feels more like the world that the Wizards have come to know and love. And part of that was adding, we wanted to add a nice familiar for the quest lines when you first start out. We added Bread Friend, and so Bread Friend is a beloved creature from the Forgotten Ruins lore. He was first introduced from the Halloween event in 2022, or actually it was 23. Actually, I'm thinking, yes, where we had the Nightmare Imp. Players were able to go to the Nightmare Imp's door, knock on it, and get gifts from the Nightmare. Those gifts turned into the Athenium collection. So there's a bunch of items in the Athenium collection that they're going to eventually be furniture in the game. So Bread Friend is one of those Athenium items. Bread Friend in your house, you can get it from the Athenium collection and have them hanging around. But yes, Bread Friend is one of those And he has like a little description to him, and then every thing about it has some lore. The lore behind Bread Friend is he's baked by wizards, brown hat wizards. There's a bunch of them, so it's not just one Bread Friend. Different types. So there's like a rye Bread Friend and like a sourdough Bread Friend and such. And they're little pranksters, so they're kind of like the gingerbread man who are kind of doing pranks on people. Because they're kind of like cute and lovable. A lot of people don't really they don't really attribute the pranks to the Bread Friend, right? Like they would be like maybe like a Bread Friend would kick down a stone that would cause like some kind of collapse of like some tower that somebody built or something. And then nobody would kind of attribute that to the Bread Friend, even if it was obvious that the Bread Friend did it, because in general they would just be like, nah, he's too cute. There's no way he would do it. And then Bread Friend kind of like they were like, he's right. So that's the idea behind Bread Friend. Isn't and kind of like he's a lovable character kind of attached to because just look at him, he's really cute and the whole concept behind him is really cool. There was actually a very nice plushie that was made of him, Alt member Feckless Mage. And that was distributed from Meeple Dad's cult treasure boxes, and those were contributed as well with like the card packs and with a bunch of other goodies. But you were able to actually get a Bread Friend plushie in real life as well. Very lovable. We brought him over to us, Eve Denver. So here's Bread Friend. This is Meeple Bat took this picture right here. Bread Friend with Cloud. Yeah, we also had him at the Eve Denver party. So if you're at Eve Denver, you probably saw him DJing. Right, he is right here. You saw him kind of like at the snack bar. We kind of carried him along. Took some pictures of him. Cute, lovable guy. But yeah, in general, Bread Friend, there's very few of them. There's only 10 of them, I believe. So like they're actually quite kinds of items. But yeah, guy from the cult, from the Nightmare Amp, who is he's a beast, one of the 7 beasts of the Forgotten Runiverse. And you'll find out more about those later. Those are expected in the game as well. You can expect those as kind of like very powerful bosses later on. Despite the Nightmare Amp being such a formidable foe, he's not gonna give treats on Halloween. So gave up and introduced the world, and now he's part of our game. And part of our new lore, we're gonna also have more characters from the game. More characters from the Book of Lore. We're looking at wizard stories as well, so we're incorporating more wizards. If you want a character included, the best way to have your character included would be to write lore for your character. We're always looking at lore for lore that feels compelling to add, and create some good lore, and you'll be able to have a good chance of being included in our game at some point.
I also want to call out Ian Zitz, really gross name, great artist who animated this Bread Friend I saw on Discord, and it made me laugh pretty hard. It's like so horrifying and yet so cute. I can't make up my mind. I wouldn't want that marching into my room, for example, but I'd laugh if I saw it at a carnival, say.
Yeah, that is true. Probably not in your room. He'd probably leave a bunch of crumbs in your room too, which probably...
Yeah, and that's just gross. That's just gross. There. Fendreeve liked it. I'm so pleased. Thank you for the summary of Bread Friend, Mado. Now we're all in the know. And now it's time for our last giveaway in Bread Friend's honor. Would you like to do the countdown, Mado?
I think you should do the countdown this time. I've been doing the countdown for a bit.
All right, if you insist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the winner is Cephren, Cephren. Cephren, please message us to let us know either your email address or wallet address attached to your Forgotten Runiverse account, and we are going to send 3,000 mana to that account. Congrats. Well, I think that covers everything, Mado. Do you?
Yeah, I think so too. I think we've had a great show. We have an update that's planning to come later today, hopefully. And we kind of went over earlier today what's in that update. So we're gonna have we're looking to add We're looking to add a guild leadership leaderboard so that way you can see who's contributing to your guild. We're looking to add rusted roof potions. We're looking to fix a couple of bugs, ideally the gathering freeze bugs, some rebalance into PvP. You expect to see a couple of things, and there's more updates that are kind of being worked on as well. So it's not the last update, obviously. You're going to see some more, but that's what's planned for today.
Incredible. And thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Steve. I saw you in there, Usurper, Chocolate Alien, Brendan, Yay Got W. Thank you all for being here. And I guess we'll see you next week with more fun times.
Stay magic!
Stay magic!